So come to your mat, find a seated, comfortable position. If you can't sit on the mat, it's fine to do these exercises on a chair. This is a warm-up practice that I like to do before I paint, during my painting session or collage or drawing or sculpting or whatever creative activity that I'm playing around with, whatever takes my fancy. I like to mix it up a bit. But I find that as an artist, I get very focused on one thing, and it can be for hours and hours at a time. I can be holding my body in positions that I'm not even aware of, actually. I go into a different space. If you're an artist, you are probably very similar to me. We do have little bits of obsessive tendencies with our art practice, and I've found that I've had times in my life where I've wanted to turn away from yoga for various things, not for very long, thank goodness. And I really need it. I just keep coming back to yoga. I keep coming back because one, my body needs it. I have some autoimmune things, and two, my mind needs this. It's not just the asana practice that my mind needs. It is the clearing of the head. It's the stilling of the constant creative chatter that, as much as I love, I need sleep as well. So yoga helps me. What I wanted to start with today is just a gentle warm-up. It's an organic sort of finding what your body feels like it needs at the moment. So if you can find Sukhasana, so a comfortable seated cross-legged position, make sure that both sits bones are firmly grounded, so they're even weight in both sits bones. If you're having any problems with the knees, grab a block. You can support your knees. I'm all for using props, blocks, blankets, pillows, cushions, belts, straps, scarves, anything you have that can help you get your body into a comfortable position. Yoga is all about finding grace with your movement, with your thoughts, with your heart, and being gentle with the body, getting to know what the body feels like. It's okay to touch yourself. It's good. It's okay to look at your feet, look at your toes, massage things as you're going. If anything ever feels uncomfortable to you, or if you ever feel any pain, you've gone too far. If it feels uncomfortable, step back. Just because you can, it doesn't always mean that you should. So listen to your body. What I can do with my body on one day might not be what I can do with my body on another day. It all depends on how much sleep I've had, what I've been eating, what my emotions are like. Honestly, the weather. My body is different every single day, and so is yours. And the other thing about that, my body is different to your body. What my body can do will be very different to what your body can do. My bones might be a different shape, different size, different length, different strength, or not, to your body. So listen to your body and give yourself permission to rest throughout anything. This is just a very short introduction, quite long speaking, so let's get to it, shall we? So starting off, let's just come to our seated, comfortable position. You can be sitting on a chair, you can be cross-legged on the mat, and you can either bring your hands to your knees, you can bring your index finger to thumb into a mudra if you like, or you can have your hands at heart center. Again, what helps you connect with your body? What helps you slow the breath, still the mind, come to be present? And just take a nice deep inhale and exhale, sighing out breath, letting go of what was before, letting go of the to-do list, everything that you want to do, have to do. It'll still be there, don't worry about it. You can pick it up later. We'll just have 5 minutes. And just centering yourself before you start. Dip the chin into the chest a little bit. Feel length in the back of the neck. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale into belly, ribs, chest, open the heart, collarbones wide. Exhale, gently release. If your eyes have been closed, gently flutter the eyelids open. Welcome back. Swing the legs around, coming over into hands and knees position. We have a little visitor in the room. She's not coming into camera. Stacking our joints, our wrists and our elbows are underneath our shoulders here. Fingertips are spread wide. We're pressing down into the mat through the L of thumbs and forefingers, all through the fingertips and the knuckles. So hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips here. Coming into a neutral tabletop position, so the spine is straight. Our gaze is about a hand's distance in front of our palms here. So traditional cat-cow is, as we inhale, we dip the belly, we lift up through the heart, and about a 45-degree angle we're looking up. So this is our inhale position. On the exhale, we're rippling through the spine, so we're drawing the tailbone in between, as if you can draw it in between the toes, between the feet, drawing our tailbone down, rising up, so arching through a cat through the lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulder blades come apart as you stretch up, dip the chin in towards the chest, gaze is at the belly button. This is our exhale position. So this is our traditional, and we roll through. Imagine that you can move one vertebrae at a time. A good analogy is a pearl necklace. So you're moving one pearl at a time as you inhale and exhale. I'm drawing the navel in towards the spine. Okay, so most of us are familiar with this position. What I'd like you to do now is to just find some fluid, free movement with it. Remembering that base position that you've got, and just roll, ripple, stretch. Let the breath be your guide. You can have your eyes closed, an internal focus. You can stretch the palms out. Just lifting up, you'll feel lots of cracks. You can bring the knees out as wide as the mat, big toes together, and you can rest down here in wide-legged child's pose. Forehead is on the mat. Elbows can be pointed out. Hands come in together like a diamond shape, just to ease some pressure on the shoulders if you'd like to rest here. If you want to keep going, honestly, find any movement that feels good. Tuck the toes if you like. Make sure you've got the little pinky toe coming out. It's always nice to stretch that toe. Pressing back into the hips as you exhale. So I'm pressing down with my hands here, and I'm pressing, it's as if I'm exhaling back through my tailbone to my feet. As I inhale, sweeping my nose along the edge of the mat. You can come down into baby cobra. Elbows are tucked in. It's really, where does your body need some movement today? If you've been standing at the easel, you might want to have a bit of a focus on your wrists. Or we can come up into our tabletop position, our neutral spine. Point the point the fingers in towards each other. And just slowly circling around, just feeling where you feel any movement, any stretch, a gentle stretch. Make sure it's gentle. We don't want to overstretch or hurt ourselves. Bring the fingertips pointing out towards the edges of the mat. Do the same thing. You can extend it. Maybe this is too much for you. Maybe you just want to come up onto thumbs out, come up onto fists here. Inhale. Lift the heart, collarbones are wide. As we exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine, tailbone towards the feet, lower back, mid back, pushing our scapula away from each other, dip the chin into the chest. Rising from the base first, inhale. It's just interesting to try a lot of different alternatives because our bodies are all different. So our next movement, we're not going to do too many today, it's just a little warm-up, coming back to sit on our toes. Our knees can either be at hip distance apart. Tuck that baby toe out, bring it out. Draw the navel in towards the spine, always supporting our low back here. Roll the shoulders, so inhale, exhale and down, inhale and up, exhale and down. Inhale, lift the left hand, raise the left hand. Exhale, keeping both of our hips parallel to the ground, so our lower body doesn't move. We're just stretching from our side waist. I might turn around this way so you can see a little bit better how I'm doing it. You can have your feet together, your knees together, or you can have feet and knees at hip distance apart here. So inhale, exhale. So I'm stretching the left side of my body. I'm not mirroring you guys, sorry. Inhale. Both arms come to center. Exhale. So you can do this in a seated cross-legged position. Actually, I usually do that. You can just have a little play around. I like to just feel here what's happening. I generally try and stay in the same plane here when I'm side stretching. And I love to feel this space being created in my side body. It definitely helps with my inhales, my breathing. I don't know about you guys, but if you're painting, I actually hold my breath a lot. Oh, sorry, I've inhaled, exhale, inhale. Exhale. Now that is a very strong toe stretch, so you might like to come back down, cross the legs and sit in a seated cross-legged position. Inhale the arms up. Engage the core as you do this. Exhale, we're twisting from the core and our arms are just a guide. They're sort of gently floating. We're twisting from our body here. We're not using our arms to pull us around. So gaze back over. So I'm twisting to my left. Gaze is over my left shoulder here. As I inhale, twisting from the belly, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, twisting to the right and just gently float the arms down as a bit of a guide. Gaze is over the right shoulder. Navel in towards the spine. Face is soft, neck is gently relaxed. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, palms down through the center line, back to the heart. So there's a lot of different ways that an artist will need to stretch their body, and traditional yoga is fantastic and I love it and I do it as often as I can. I have had a big break away from it recently and my body has paid for it. So as an artist, I really need to do yoga every day, just as much as I need to draw and paint every day. I don't always get around to doing it every day, but I'm really going to make an effort because my heart, my soul, my body, my mind, I can't tell you how much I need it. So hopefully these practices will help you as well. So from my art to yours, create with grace.